everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome to the next part of our document library series, the INLAP SOPs. When you access QuickBase, and just as a reminder, you'll go from your My Apps homepage and you'll select the Document Library button, our app. And then this will take you to the site dashboard. There are two ways that you can access the INLAP SOPs. You can either access by selecting the INLAP SOPs under View Documents, or you can go to this Active INLAP SOPs table. First, I'll show you through the Quick button. If you select the INLAP SOPs Quick button, this will bring you to a filterable table of all of the INLAP SOPs. So when you sign in, if you have multiple SOPs, unlike this case where we only have one SOP assigned, you'll easily be able to filter out SOPs to find what you need. There are multiple ways to filter. We have our quick filters here on the left-hand side. If I click the caret in any of these cases, it will bring up additional options. Alternatively, you can also free text and type in whatever you want to search for. I'm going to switch to a different user very quickly, as I'd like to give you an opportunity to see what it looks like when you have a lot of different SOPs. So as these are INLAP managed SOPs, these are all of our INLAP managed SOPs, and many of you only are assigned a handful of these. But so, say you have a very, very comprehensive listing, and I want to find our Gen 001 SOP. I just click on that SOP, and that will bring me up to our Gen 001 SOP. So the filter function is really amazing. I'm going to go back to viewing as a training user. All right, let me go back to the home screen. I'm sorry, my internet is taking a minute. So now I'm testing as a training user. And I'm going to go back to that INLAP SOPs filterable table. So one thing I'd like you to notice here is when you looked at our INLAP view, we had a lot of SOPs. One of the great things about this is that anything that is in here when you access it from your site side will be SOPs that are applicable to you. So it will make it very, very easy, so you won't have to worry about searching for which SOPs are for you or not for you. So if you want to select any of the filters, they're very great, definitely very, very usable. So there's two ways within this document to find the final document. So you have this overall information. The SOP review alert is going to pop up when we are in our plus minus 1 month of our annual review. The status will be active, or if it is retired SOP, inactive. The document type, you'll see here, is an SOP because we're looking at SOPs. SOP number, this is our INLAP assigned number, the title of our document, the effective date of our SOP, the current version of the SOP, when it's next due for review. And then here, if I look at document final, I can select the final document. I'm going to open this with a PDF, and as you can see here, you would be able to immediately access the most current and up-to-date version of the SOP. Alternatively, you can also highlight here and immediately select or click on that full line. And what this will do is this will bring you to another information screen. This will once again tell you this is an SOP at the top. The document overview will be document type, SOP, the status, our SOP number, the title, whomever the author is. We'll also go into the document details, so what the current version is, when it was created, when it's effective, when it was last reviewed, and the next review date. This screen will also give you the ability, if you would want to look at the annual review form, and so each year INLAP reviews their SOPs. We save them, and now we're going to save them so that they're accessible for you. And so this annual review form will give you the information, the test SOP title, SOP number, the date, where it was distributed, and then the reviewer name and signature, and any comments or changes. This will always be the most up-to-date version. This will be the document final. And then this is just another way for you to access the document, the SOP. So once again, I can just click on document final, click the link, and it will bring up our SOP that I'm referring to. Associated documents will be for any worksheets or documentation that you would be associated with that SOP. So it could be a kit worksheet, it could be a flow chart, it could be a form that you would fill out. And if you want to access it, you would just click on the associated documents, and it would bring you to the sheet that you need to review. I'm going to open it just so you can see, and here is an example worksheet. The updates would just be for any comments or updates that we would want to make to the SOP that we want to bring further attention to. This may not always be used, but it will be here as a additional note. And the same with comments, any additional comments or notes that we would find that would be helpful for you. I'm going to go back to the home screen. And what I would like you to remember is that this SOP number is Test 001, and the title is Test SOP Document. So if I go back to my home screen, you can see in our active INLAP SOPs table, this would be a listing of all of the active INLAP SOPs that your site is currently using. If I select this Test SOP document, this Test 001, this brings you to that same overview table that we were looking at. One thing I did forget to mention is that when you are in this document overview table, if you click the second tab, there is a training SOP acknowledgement form. This is called training because I'm currently testing as a training user. Your site name would be listed right here. One of our requests per our SOP is when you receive an INLAP SOP, we want you to acknowledge that you've received it and you will implement it into your procedure. So what we would like you to do is as you receive these SOPs, we'll have you update your acknowledgement form into this section. And you would do that by going to Edit, here. You go to your training. Then you'll browse for your acknowledgement form. This is not an acknowledgement form, but this is a document, and then you just click open, and then once you've uploaded the correct form, then you just click save and close. And then that acknowledgement form is tracked and it is currently available. And then we can go right back to our home screen. That is the how to view and access INLAP SOPs, and also how to update the acknowledgement form as you receive new SOPs. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.